What made you realize you were dating a low IQ person? I'll never forget the moment I realized my ex wasn't exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. It wasn't just one incident. It was a series of small things that built up over time. But there was one conversation that sealed it. We were driving to a friend's house, and the GPS said something about heading north. She frowned and said, "Wait, which way is north?" I pointed ahead and said, "That way." She looked genuinely confused. "How do you know? Are you guessing?" I explained how the sun sets in the west, and we were driving in the opposite direction of where it had set earlier, so north was straightforward. She stared at me like I'd just performed a magic trick. "Wow, you're so smart," she said, completely serious. At first, I thought it was cute. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, right? But then there were more moments. She once told me she didn't believe in gravity because she'd seen a video of astronauts floating in space. I tried explaining how gravity works differently depending on mass and distance, but she just laughed and said, "Well, that's just your opinion." Then came the moment that really got to me. We were watching a movie, and one of the characters mentioned the moon landing. She turned to me, wide-eyed, and said, "Wait, that actually happened?" I thought it was just a movie thing. At first, I thought she was joking. When I realized she wasn't, I tried explaining the history of the moon landing, but she quickly got bored and changed the subject to her favorite reality TV show. It wasn't just the lack of knowledge that frustrated me, it was the lack of curiosity. She didn't care to learn or understand anything outside her small bubble of interests. Conversations felt one-sided, like I was constantly trying to bridge a gap she didn't even notice. Eventually, I realized we were just too different. It wasn't fair to either of us to keep trying to make it work when our values, especially about learning and growth, didn't align. Looking back, I don't think she was low IQ so much as uninterested in things that didn't immediately impact her life. But it taught me an important lesson about compatibility and the importance of shared curiosity in a relationship.